Okay, guys. Hello and welcome to another episode of Just Another 20-something with me, Marissa. Today is a super fun episode because I have my friend Maddie here with me. Say hello.
Hello.
We're super excited. Today we are going to be talking all about tarot, witch TikTok, manifestation, all of the good spiritual university things we're going to be talking about today. And so I had to have Maddie on the podcast for this because she is the expert, I would say, or not even the expert. Her face changed when I said that. Not so much an expert, but she is just she just knows all the things. She loves the spiritual stuff.
I just love tarot.
She loves tarot. She has been giving me tarot card readings now for like the past few months.
Yeah.
We've done quite a few little readings together. And I'm not even going to lie, they have been scary accurate. Like, a little disturbing how accurate they were. This last one we did a totem pole one where it basically told me what my personality was or like my life.
This one, it's building yourself up from like soil to the top because I look at it kind of aligning more so with like chakras of like you build it up, like you have like what's underneath you and then you build it up and as it goes higher, that's built off of what's underneath it.
Right.
And so we were able to kind of like structure that, and it's an 8-card spread, which is a lot. Turns out that's a little overwhelming.
It was very overwhelming. Didn't think it would be. It's like, oh gosh, at the end of that, I was like, yeah, so I guess I have some things I need to work through with my life, which we already knew about, but whatever.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. And then we also did another reading. That one was the situational one, right?
Yeah, we did the situational one, and you were looking at like career, business, life, and like the direction to go with for that.
Yeah, which that one was really great. I didn't even journal about that yet, and this week has been so crazy. I'll have to fill you guys all in next week's episode.
Wait, that is kind of
I know.
We did that reading right before.
I know. I feel like I need to like get that journal, and I need to like read what I wrote. Because that was, I remember we were doing a bunch of career stuff, and this week, guys, oh my gosh, has it been crazy.
Because, like, that spread, I think, honestly, like, because, like, the way I've mostly used tarot is just for, like, individual meditation. So, like, doing these different spreads is super new for me as well.
Yeah.
Like, I tend to not do that.
Right.
I really enjoy a daily meditation and kind of being able to draw from that and be more mindful.
Which we're going to do today.
We are definitely going to do. But I like the situation one just because it had you like be very intentional with the questions that you asked. Like, what are my feelings? What are my emotions?
Yeah.
How do I really think about this? How should I act? What should I do?
And I really liked that just because I needed some guidance.
It breaks down a little bit.
Bitch needed it. Yeah, because literally we talked about have fun, don't be so serious. Grieve the things that didn't work out. Juggling many things. Which
oh shit! I forgot
that literally, guys. That was me this entire week. I was juggling many things. And this says go with your gut, which is literally going to be telling after tomorrow. I have an interview, guys, tomorrow, and this is my second interview. And basically, after this interview, I have to go with my gut and decide which job I want out of the 3.
I literally forgot that was the reading you had for that. Holy
That's
shit.
fucking creepy. Guys, we're obsessed with tarot. This is how I'm going to figure out any life decision ever. God. How weird is that?
I kind of forgot about, not that I forgot about that reading.
But it was a while ago.
It was a while ago, and I feel like the totem one was much heavier.
Yeah, we focused on that one a lot more than this one. But now looking back at it, it's like
that's really
creepy.
Shit.
I mean, I don't want to brag, you guys, but
brag, do it.
I feel like the universe listens to me a lot. Like,
it has been.
I feel like I get these little messages from the universe, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what am I gonna do now? And so, literally with this, like, I feel like literally the universe is talking to me.
I think, honestly, like, I look at it that way, and, like, because you've always been very big on, like, manifestation, but I think there's, like, such a difference between intentional manifestation of, like, I want and need this to happen specifically, versus just kind of being able to, like, because, like I said, like, doing tarot, it really increases mindfulness of the things that maybe we're lacking or that we need more of.
Mm-hmm.
And so being able to like be mindful and then also be like manifesting things.
Right.
Shit comes together.
Shit comes together, guys. And here it is. We're freaking out over
Literally,
here.
this last week has been
the craziest of all weeks. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I'll get into that later just because I want to get into the nitty gritty stuff. So I don't know about you guys, but I get so many tarot TikToks just all the time.
which is kind of funny because I don't.
Yeah.
I get none.
Maddie gets 0, and she's the one who reads the cards. I'm getting them all. And I take it as like, okay, maybe the universe is trying to tell me something because I get a lot of the same message.
Yeah.
And so you know how before I was getting all the messages of like, someone from your past is going to come to you and talk to you. Well, for a while, I was getting a ton of those. And then they stopped, and I was like, okay, maybe...
Thank God.
Yeah, maybe... Well, just wait, because... Guess what? They're back, baby! They're back! And this is where the High Priestess card keeps coming in.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, that's really interesting. So, to give you guys some context, when we did my totem pole tarot, the last card I got was the High Priestess, which is how I, like, that's, like, my appearance towards other people, which is basically me just, like, not giving a fuck, doing whatever I want, which I love that. Amazing card to receive. So I have been getting, let's see, did I like it? I've been getting these tarot readings, just from random people on TikTok. And this last one showed the High Priestess card. And I was like, fuck, like, guys, I know. I don't even know if I'll be able to find this TikTok.
I hope you can. I like the High Priestess. And honestly, like, what makes it really awesome in that Oracle deck that I have is the fact that it's a Black Widow.
Yeah, I really like that. I really like that as well. Okay, I can't even find this TikTok, guys, but let me just break it down what it was. Basically, because the way the TikTok people do tarot is different than the way Maddie does it, and I think a lot of other people do it, where they're basically just like shuffling a bunch of cards and then random ones come out.
I'd honestly never seen that until you showed me the TikToks.
Yeah. And that's all they do on TikTok,
which
is the shuffling thing.
And that's fine. Like, they can, if that's how they do readings, like, that's totally good. Totally cool. I think I'm very traditional and then non-traditional with how I like to read cards. Like, I prefer specific spreads. And I always go with, like, an earth or an animal-based deck because I think that connecting with natural energies is it's really important for me. Yeah. And I think that's how I found most depth in myself is through that, just because there's a lot we can learn from nature, from animals, from pretty much everything that's, in our universe. Yeah, definitely. And what's more grounded than nature? Yeah. Answer nothing, and also me, not grounded.
Yeah, so
I need grounding.
We need it. Yeah, so the way they do it, they're just shuffling all the random cards, and so there's, like, a bunch that poured out, and I'm trying to remember everything that came out, but he was, like, it was, like, 2 different sets, so he was doing, like, one for, like, the female energy, and then one for the male energy, and then how we connected, and, nice. Yeah, it was really nice, and so it was kind of, like, the female energy was saying, like, you put a lot of effort into this, like, relationship or whatever it was, and like you need to stop doing that. It is their turn now, and like the male energy is really nervous to come forward, and like they want to say something but they don't know how you're gonna react, and blah blah blah. And so then that's when I got the High Priestess card, because I was like, I don't care like what's gonna happen, like I literally don't give a fuck. And then the male energy is being like, oh, but like I'm nervous, and what if she doesn't even like me anymore, like blah blah blah. And so that keeps happening. I keep getting very similar readings to that, where it's like, I don't really care what happens. I'm just kind of doing my own thing. And then the other person, guy or girl, whatever, is like on the other side, like wanting to reach out, but then hasn't, but will eventually, but hasn't yet. And so I don't know what's going to happen. That's why I feel like it'd be fun if we did a relationship one just to see what yours would do, because it would obviously be more specific to me and not just like my TikTok For You page.
Valid.
You know,
it's one, I think it's different when you have the cards with you.
yes.
Two, you can have the exact same spread for different people, and it's going to mean completely different things because they're being told to be mindful of different things.
Right. And yeah, they even say like, you know, take what resonates with you. Yeah. And so it's like, of course I'm like, of course there's someone in my past that wants to come forward. Like, I have no idea if that's going to happen. Like, I don't know. So I've been trying to not like resonate with those too much, but sometimes when they come up and they come up with something really specific, or like when the High Priestess card came up, I was like, oh no.
Subliminally, you're like, resonate.
I know, I'm like, that's me, bitch, that's me. So I feel like it would be really good if today we did like the single card reading like we were talking about, and then some kind of relationship-y thing, just to see what the fuck is going on in that area of my life.
And like, honestly, I don't think that there would be, which, watch someone come for me for this. I don't think that there's like a wrong way to do a reading, because I think you can do a very simple 3 spread if you have 3 intentional questions in relation to a relationship.
Right.
It could be a relationship with self, relationship with someone that's not present anymore, relationship with someone that's current.
Right.
Or, I mean, it could be even something different, because there's far too many dynamics within a relationship to even
right
want to care about. But I think that we would stick, because this is a fairly traditional deck, which I really liked. It's very botanical and snake based.
Ooh, I love it.
I love that there is a moth on it as well. That gave me a lot of joy when I was going through it. Immediately when I got it, I like went through every single card and I was like, I have to know you.
I have to know you and I have to love you.
So it's got the traditional major arcana and the minor arcana. So I split out the royal family, essentially, the royal cards or whatever, which is going to be the page, knight, queen, and king of each card class. So you've got pentacles, swords, cups, and wands. And then you have the standard ace through 10 for each class of cards. And then you have the 1 through 21 of the numbered cards, which are much more... I think those ones are better for the daily meditation. It's also the class of card that we used for building the totem, because there's most variety between the 1 and the 21. Like, that's 22 cards. And so that's a really good way to build. And so I think we could do that spread for daily meditation, whatever you're feeling.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably just nix the class cards that are the ace through 10. So we'll stick with the, what was it called? Royal Court?
Yes, the Royal Court.
Royal Cart.
The Royal Cart.
Only on the Royal Cart, please.
I want that, please.
Okay, so...
Yay! Oh my gosh.
Alright, let's go ahead and do a daily meditation, because I think that's like a nice way to ease into it.
Yeah, let's begin. Oh my gosh, so exciting.
And so personally with this, I think that like in regards to like having it, like you always want to go in with intent. You always want to have intention and a question. And so with this, I think whenever I do it for like a daily meditation or something to resonate with, or if I'm really just kind of feeling stuck and stagnant, it's just like, what should I be more mindful of? And like I said, we could even pull the exact same fucking card. Right. And it's going to mean something different for each of us. Right. Like yes, the card has the same meaning, but it's going to be applied in a different way. And I think that's what's so beautiful about tarot and cards and reading. And who knew I would have gotten into this during my vegan phase?
I know.
And here we are.
And here we are. Few years later.
I was literally just thinking about that. Like, the reason I got my first tarot deck was because, like, an animal sanctuary page I followed when I was, like, 16.
Really?
Like, get this tarot deck. It's, like, my favorite tarot deck. And I also bought, like, dragon's blood, essential oil, like, all this other stuff.
I feel like I do remember this.
And she was like, this is the stuff I always keep. I always have selenite, dragon's blood, essential oil, and sage. And I was like, oh my god, I need to be her.
I need every single one of those items.
So I bought the exact same tarot deck that she showed, which is my Earth Goddess one.
Oh, amazing.
Which I don't use very much anymore.
Because you're no longer in that phase.
No, and it's like you can outgrow decks. So
yeah.
Why not buy new decks?
Well, and all your decks, I'm obsessed with. They're so pretty.
Thank you.
I know. I went to there's this store in Port Townsend that what is it called? Phoenix Rising, I think.
I'm pretty sure it is Phoenix Rising because I think I always I always call it Rising Phoenix.
Oh.
And it's never that.
That store
but it is
is
Phoenix
so
Rising.
Yeah, that store is so cute, and we went there. It's basically the store that has like a ton of crystals, a bunch of books on like spiritual things and astrology and stuff like that. Very fun, cute store. They have like a little tarot card section, and there was one with mermaids. There's mermaid tarot.
Wait, when did you go? Did you go without me?
I went last weekend. Yeah, I did.
Sad. You went and you didn't tell me.
I'm sorry.
What was I was dying last weekend.
But
so that's what I was doing.
We should go, the two of us, because
Yeah.
I know before you were nervous about COVID and everything, which makes sense.
I mean,
But they've been way better about it. Like when I went, everyone was wearing masks.
Shoot,
They like made sure there was like a capacity of the amount of people in there. Like literally, I tried to go in a store and they were like, "Our capacity is complete. You cannot enter."
Every store there is like the size of a bedroom.
Right. You can only have like 2 people in there, and they're like, "Get out of here." So yeah, so they've been doing really good on the COVID stuff.
Okay, so maybe I'd
we
be
can go
more
again.
okay. Maybe since, can we talk politics? Maybe because Inslee finally did
Yep.
governor, they're like, okay, fine, now we have to.
Yeah, once we have someone good, they're like, okay. Yeah, so if you want to go, again, we can go.
I would be very intrigued with that.
Yeah.
So I still like to. So the way you can do the daily meditation, you can just shuffle the deck, and then you can just like pull a card each day from that stacked deck. But I still really like the doing a full spread of the cards, and then the card that resonates with you, that being your daily meditation, just because I think having it in a stacked deck is a little limiting.
True. Yeah, you only get that
I
first
don't
one.
like being limited, and technically I'm allowed to do what I want with my tarot.
Yep.
So
you can do whatever you want. Okay, so usually for this, right now she has all the cards laid out right in front of me, and I will put my hand over the top of them and just kind of like run it back and forth and see, what energy is being pulled, what am I more drawn to, and I usually close my eyes. Do you want to turn on some fancy music? Some mood music to
my
set the
journaling
tone?
music.
Yes.
Which started off real weird the last time we tried.
Yeah.
It was like, that's nice.
That was nice. It really sets the tone for our discovery. Okay, so I forget. I need to have like some kind of question in mind.
Yeah, and I think with this, it can just be like an intention of mindfulness.
Okay.
Of like, what should I be looking towards or paying attention, or like, what should I take from this day?
Okay.
Specifically.
Love that.
It doesn't have to necessarily be like a specific question.
Good.
But I think that general intent of like what you are wanting to gain from a reading.
Yes, that's perfect. Okay. I shall begin. I have my card. Ooh, the Hermit. I feel like I got that before.
You did.
I can't remember what that means.
The
but
Hermit card on the other deck had a praying mantis, and it was like, it wasn't about being alone. It was up like, because like that was your root.
Yeah.
Because your soil. I'm gonna stop the music.
Yeah,
my
goodbye.
brain does not need any distraction to get distracted. So your soil was the termite hill. So something that's it's a harsh terrain.
Right.
So it's like something that I think would be like, it's difficult to grow in, but like if nurtured and if done the right way, it can be like the strongest of structures. But don't get too high, because like they're like tall towers of termite hills, or termite. It's not even a termite hill. Termite mountain. Termite.
Yeah, what was it?
Fortress?
Where did the termites live,
Termite
guys?
civilization.
What did I write? The tower. I just said the tower.
Well, the tower is in relation to the termite, and then the hermit was in relation to the praying mantis, and for that one, that symbolized your roots, which, for that one, it was like being able to like go and spread and be free with things, which I think is a bit interesting if you have something coming from like the tower, which is like a very like set in place type of structure, and that's your soil.
Right.
But then the roots are wanting to kind of like be free, grow, do more, and like be free.
Be free.
Be free.
Be free. Okay, so I pulled out the Hermit.
Like Free Willy.
Wow, this looks... What? Oh, it's like a rose.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
So this deck is very rose and snake based. There's also like some mushrooms that are in there that I really like, but most of them are floral.
I love it.
And so I can even like read a little bit about this deck if you wanted me to.
Yeah, read a little bit about it.
But this is, so I got this recently. This is the Layla and Olive Ophidia Rosa Tarot, which it stole my heart immediately when I saw that there was a snake on it, because we all know I'm obsessed with snakes.
Snake vibes.
But let's see. The Ophidia Rosa Tarot came to be over a year-long period, cared for and pondered through 4 seasons of natural change. While framed by the tarot's ancient tradition and structure, my botanical world, full of such transformation from the soil to the seedling, the sprout and the bloom, placed an emphasis on change bursting forth all around me. So, like I said, I love me a good nature.
Oh, yeah.
A nature spread. Alright, so let's go ahead and find us the Hermit. So the Hermit symbolizes, through the thicket of trees enveloped in leaves, a beam peering in as we sit and we breathe.
Ooh.
So I like how it kind of incorporates poetry.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
But let me read it again to myself.
To myself.
Okay, so I always like, the way I like to do it is I'm very big on imagery. Like when I pick out anything, it's about images and art and like what that makes me feel. And so that first phrase of through the thicket of trees enveloped in leaves, it honestly makes me think of in Sleeping Beauty when those thorn thickets grow and they become very, very thick. But like the light that is coming through is shining through like bright green leaves. And so let's see. A beam peering in as we sit and we breathe. So it's kind of like almost having that like protective force around us, but like light is coming in. And so it's keeping you safe, keeping you sheltered, but giving you that space to really like inner reflect and take a chance for yourself to like just breathe.
Yeah.
And sit. And like whatever you would symbolize as like a light coming in or something that's like peering through. Because like imagine just like being like surrounded by trees and stuff. Like that's gonna cancel out all sound.
Yeah.
And then you're finally able to like be at peace with yourself and like be at ease. And then if you think about having a light come in and shine on you, what that would be. And honestly, sometimes I'm big on thinking that like it doesn't really hit you until later. Yeah.
Okay, what should I write down?
So it's the Hermit, and the symbol for that looks to be a rose with 2 candles. Oh, ironic, candles light.
I know, well, and yeah, because you were saying the light, and it's like the rose is kind of like enveloped in itself, like that's its own little thing.
Oh yeah. No, I really like that because like it's also based in the image and like what the image makes you feel, and so you have like honestly, I think that's like a way better way to look at it. Shit.
Yeah.
Of a rosebud. Kind of makes me think of Thumbelina.
Don't you want to be Thumbelina?
I really do.
Live in a little rosebud. Be the cutest little thing.
I've literally been saying for like the last week, all I want to do is just vanish into a woodland wisp and be absorbed into a tree.
I want to be a little woodland sprite.
That's all I want right now.
That's amazing.
In our time of overwhelmedness. But I think, kind of imagine being able to like just sit and be protected, but then having things that are coming through at a pace that's okay for you.
Ooh, yes.
So like that light is coming through. It's making its way through like very, very thick branches, which I see those as protective. because, like, honestly, like, the word hermit has, like, maybe a negative connotation. If you're like, oh, that means alone.
Right,
but
or
honestly,
like a loner.
Yeah. But, like, honestly, it means more so just, like, being able to, like, actually be alone and be at peace, which I think is super important.
Oh, yes. Alone and at peace. I was just talking to all you guys about how about how I want to be able to be alone and do stuff by myself and like have it be fun and exciting, even though I did not do that this week. So.
You know, but you did a lot of stuff that was like out of your comfort zone.
That's true.
That was very different for you.
That is true.
And so I think part of it is like amidst all the chaos that goes on beyond the outside, like you are actually able to like sit and like breathe and like kind of have that peace of mind of like things are changing.
Yeah.
And they're changing for the better. Because you were so hard on yourself.
I know. Every single time we do these, she's like, you need to ease up on what you tell yourself.
You got like a death grip.
Sorry.
Yeah, just kind of honestly like sit back, be at peace with things, and just breathe. Like that's such a simple thing to
I like that. And
do.
And I think that's a very good one for today. Like I love Sundays are some of the best days of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get to just like sit and breathe and get ready for the whole new week that's going to happen before you. And then especially with this upcoming week, I know this week is going to be crazy as well. At least the beginning of it will be kind of intense. So I think it'll be good that today what I need to know is to just be calm, just sit.
Be in your protective...
My protective little flower. Just
be Thumbelina.
Be Thumbelina.
Just be Thumbelina.
Just be her. Envelop her.
She is your soul.
Yay. Okay, I loved that. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Now, for what everyone has been waiting for. Our love reading.
You mean what you've been waiting for?
Yeah, what I've been waiting for.
Your favorite part.
We actually haven't even done a love reading for me yet.
I feel like the daily meditation ones are harder, to be honest. It's like it's so narrow.
Yeah. Right, you kind of have to just be like, okay, here you go. Like, take it. I know, it's better when you have, like, specific questions. Like, the career one was so good. And then, especially looking back at everything is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, shit.
I'm excited for this one, though, yeah, because we literally have never done a love one.
I mean, are you going to share with them what your question is?
I don't even know what my question is. I think...
Okay, what kind of relationship are you looking at? Are you looking at platonic? Are you looking at romantic?
I want to do romantic. Okay. Just because...
You want to do platonic?
Sorry. I feel like my platonic relationships are at a great place.
They really are, though.
There's nothing I even need to know. I think the question that I would have for my romantic is, like, no one specific, but it's truly just, like, when is that person gonna, like, come into my life? You know?
That's a pretty prescient question.
Is that too much? What should I ask?
I feel like maybe even just, like, asking, like, what would feel right about it. If and when that person comes in.
Okay.
It's, like, what would be that feeling of right?
Mm-hmm. That would be nice. Yeah, like, will I know right away if this is the person that I should continue forth with?
Right.
Because that would be nice.
I'm such a firm believer of just, like, don't dilly-dally.
Don't dilly-dally.
If it doesn't feel right, ditch 'em.
Bye. Which, I agree. I don't want to waste my time.
No, and it's, like, honestly, like, their time as well. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a mutual thing.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, I don't want to waste, like, when people are just like, oh, I just don't want to waste, like, my own time. It's
right. Like, it's like, but what about the other person?
Exactly. Like,
you're wasting their time.
Yeah.
True.
Or if, like, I don't know, if you're like, I'm just not the kind of person that is okay with, not that I'm not okay with it, it's just, I just don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what? This is just getting too twisted.
It's getting too much.
All right. So is this, like, a 3-parter one you want to do, or do you want to try to just stick it to one?
Oh, God. Maybe 3.
Okay.
Just because I feel like that would be easier for us.
All right. Well,
if we do it all in one, we're going to be like, I have no idea what this even means.
Because I think, all right, so We gotta be looking at past, present, future.
I feel like that would be good though, because we can kind of take in like my past experiences.
Yeah.
With love. Obviously, present is non-existent, and then what the future will bring.
Future gonna be different.
Yeah, and especially with just all that random crap that I keep getting on TikTok.
I know.
I mean, it has been so specific about someone from the past is coming back, and at this point, I don't even have a person in mind. I swear to God, I don't. Like, I used to. I will be honest. I had a specific person in mind, and I was like, it's them. They're coming back. But now I don't, because I genuinely just have no idea what's going to happen.
These are the readings I get stressy about, because I don't want to influence the reading, because I don't like the past people. Self-serving.
And that's the thing about the past people. Because it could be literally anyone. It doesn't even have to be someone that I was, like, really, really involved with. It could have been someone that I, like, talked to for a little bit, and then nothing ever happened. True. That's where I'm kind of coming with it. Is, like, truly anyone that I interacted with in the past.
This card, sorry.
Because, I think I was obviously putting way, way too much pressure on the specific person coming back, and it's like, okay,
without them even knowing.
No. Yeah, without them even knowing, thank God. Thank Jesus Christ that they do not listen to this, and they will never know. I'm pretty positive.
Are you sure?
I think they have me muted.
Rip!
Big T said, I'm pretty sure they have me muted because they never watch anything that I post. So I don't even think they know that I have a podcast, let alone that they are now featured on it. Not really. I have never said their name.
We're not featuring them. We're just
saying things.
Yeah. Talking about their general existence.
But yeah, I don't think they know.
Muted?
I'm pretty sure they
Does
never.
that mean, like, not opening, like, any, like, seeing any stories?
Seen any stories, seen any posts, nothing.
Do they still follow you?
Yeah, they still follow me.
Okay.
I know. Because, like, there was a while where, like when they first followed me, obviously, like, liked my stuff, saw my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was a huge period of not seeing anything. Then they started looking at some of my stuff, and I was like, that's interesting. Because, like, how can you go from a huge period of nothing to then something? And then it went back to nothing. So I feel like they unmuted me for a little bit of time and then muted me again. Which is hilarious. But anyway.
People are so weird.
Just a little tea.
Alright, so this is going to be a bit of a rusty reading. We're not going to put too much pressure on it because this is a new deck.
True.
And I'm still adjusting to these cards. I love them, but it's still an adjustment.
Yeah.
So for this one, we're going to pick 3. And with it, for just similar to we did my sentence structure.
Just like the daily one we did?
More so like the situation one that we did the last time.
Oh, okay.
Of having each intent for each card you draw. Mm-hmm. It's not just like drawing 3 cards that resonate with you. It's like going in with that specific intent of like, from like, since we're focusing on like what is right about the person or like what would feel right, you could do like what felt wrong, what you're feeling right now, and what would you feel.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
I'm a big feelings person. #Pisces.
Wait, what was the present one?
What you feel right now. And this one's going to be totally different because we're only using the royal court.
True. And then what was the future? What will I feel? Or
what would you feel? Or like what would feel right? Or what place would you be in?
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of questions.
Get ready, tarot.
You're putting a lot of... This is a loaded question.
Okay, love it.
I don't know if I have not done a relationship spread. Maybe because I'm too nervous.
It's okay. And you know what? Whatever happens, I'm not going to be like, this is actually going to happen. And like, you know, whatever. You have to have an open mindset.
I definitely... Okay, I'm not going to lie. That is sometimes the stuff that like I don't believe in. Is like... will predict your future.
Right, because you have no idea what's going to happen.
No, like, you can't. But I think it just, like,
it's
you
cool
have that in your forefront, the forefront of your mind, and you're, like, really aware of it. And then when stuff like that does happen, you're like, oh, shit.
Well, like, just like the career one.
Yeah.
We did it. We were like, okay, let's see what happens. Then we look back at it weeks later, and we're like, yeah, that happened.
Oops.
Which is crazy. And so that's what I think I'm going to do this. We're going to do the meditation, like, have it today.
Check in, like, next week. Like, very briefly, just check in next week.
Just do a little check-in. I think that's honestly how you kind of have to take this stuff, is that you have to do it for the day, think about it, and then check in as time goes on.
Yeah.
See if anything happens.
I mean, hell, at the end of the week, you're going to be a hermit.
I know!
Because the chaos will have hopefully subsided.
True. Yeah, and I'll be like, see you later, everyone. Deuces. Gotta go into my little hole. My little flower.
Hide.
Okay. So, first, what felt wrong? Oh my, do I have so many things.
Everything.
Okay. Then the next is what I am feeling now. Okay, and then the last one, what would feel right? My future. Okay. Yay! All right.
I'm gonna have them so I can look at them.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right. Queen of Cups. Actually, we'll go card by card.
Good plan. I don't get confused. So this is my past one. Is the Queen of Cups.
Yeet. Wrong side. Ha ha ha.
That's a pretty card.
It is. Dwelling low, we remain with much passion to share. Follow our glow and descend the stair. They're really hitting me hard with the poetry.
I know.
I'm having flashbacks to poetry class and... Ooh, rough. Okay.
So, yeah, what would that mean?
I think, because part of it... Okay, so, like, thinking about, like, where you're at right now... that passion to share and, like, really, like, wanting to be with another person, I think was much more part of your past.
That is very true.
And so this one is, like, dwelling low, we remain. So you stayed at that level. You stayed in that spot of, like, having that passion to share. And then I don't necessarily think that this, like, leads into what the current card is. Just, like, I think part of it is, like, I'm trying to separate because that totem one was so built and structured off of the previous card.
Right.
Where this doesn't have to be as connected. And so follow our glow and descend the stair. So that just kind of makes me think of, like, going deeper into that.
Like, more passionate?
Yeah. More passionate or more... Because, I mean... How much effort did you put in?
A lot.
Yeah.
I would say.
So it's kind of like that you follow, like, it gave you, like, warmth. It, like, was something that you really wanted. And so you put a lot of effort into it. But I think that does correlate with, like, descending the stair. Like, you go deeper and deeper into that.
Right. Yeah, because me and Maddie talked about this. Last time we did this, we were talking about how, and I think for a lot of people, but, like, quarantine was really the time where I was like, okay, I am alone now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not, like, actively trying to find someone. It's just, like, me, myself, and I. And so, yeah, I feel like that makes sense that in the past I still was, like, constantly trying to find the next person. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair. Right, present.
Page of Swords. Ooh, shit.
Oh, no.
Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit.
Wait, is it good?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, this rating's going way better than the daily meditation. Fuck daily meditation. I'm kidding. I still love daily meditation.
I do love the past, present, future ones. Those ones are always really fun.
I just think it's because you got more things to work with.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Page of Swords is all wisdom is here, ready to burn, but a question remains. There's something to learn.
Oh.
Right?
Oh my god.
Right?
Okay.
Just because, like, we've been talking about this so much of just, like, that we've gotten to this point in our lives where we're very just content with, like, who we are, where we're going, and just, like, being with ourselves. And it's, like, it is, like, for both of us, in all honesty, it's the first time that we've really just, like, fully dedicated time to ourselves and knowing ourselves and loving ourselves.
Definitely.
And so I think that this is kind of going the direction, like, you still have more work to do in this time.
All right.
Because, like, there is still a question that you have. Is that what it said? Yeah. There is still something to learn.
Yes,
so,
still
like,
something to learn.
Even though, like, we've gotten to that point where we can, like, fully acknowledge, we're like, yeah, we're very content and happy, in a sense, being alone, which sounds so wrong to say.
Right. But we're happy being alone.
Yeah. But it's like, I am very happy being alone.
The same.
And so, like, there's still more to learn in that we're going to be changing the connotation of the word loneliness, but there's still more to learn in that loneliness. And, oh, shit. This is a good one.
This is a good one.
Ooh, I'm happy. This makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside.
I know, I like this. Yeah, because I mean, I honestly, I have no desire to even move out of this stage anytime soon.
I don't either. And, like, this is where, like, the wisdom is. Like, this is where you're getting hit with, like, all of the things that are kind of aligning and making sense. Like, having a really defined and assured sense of self. And, like, self-identity. Like, we were even talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
We were talking about, like, our high school phases and
oh my gosh, yeah, how we,
stuff.
like, we love this phase that we're in.
Yeah, because there's just so much more sense of, like, self-security. Of, like, I am who I am. And I'm going to portray that to the world. And so, like, we're in that current stage of wisdom. But there's still more to learn. Like, we're not done.
True. Still more to learn. Wow. Okay.
Ooh, shit.
That was a really good one.
Shit.
Okay, so then future.
Page of Cups.
Page of Cups. Wow. Sticking with the page. Oh. What is that face?
All right. So what was your question for future?
I had, like, what would feel right? What place am I in?
The brightest blooms wonder how to resume. We mustn't fear to flourish.
Oh. Oh. What do you think that could mean?
I think this is a really good spread.
I know, this turned out really good.
This one's, like, really, really good. I think it's kind of like when you've gotten to that point of your life when, like, you're at your brightest, in a sense, because, like, the brightest blooms, like, even the most beautiful of flowers, like, how does it change? How does it keep changing?
Right.
And keep going forward. And don't be afraid to to flourish. Don't be afraid to grow. And so I think that, in a sense, what would feel right is a relationship that feels like it's growth.
Yes.
Because, like, you've gotten to that point of, like, you're a the sounds. I don't like the way it sounds when I put it into words, but, like, you've reached that point of, like, being a full bloom.
Mm-hmm.
And how else are you going to grow?
Right.
And it's when you find that connection that pushes you to, like, keep growing, to keep flourishing.
I know, which, I mean, duh, that is what we would want.
Yeah.
In this next relationship, we would want it to be something that helps me grow.
And, like, that is what, like, because, like, if you're looking at, like, a long-term partnership,
mm-hmm.
you have to be able to grow, and they have to push you to grow.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Wow. Okay, so, yeah, we got the past of wanting something so much. Obviously did not happen. Present. Very content with myself. Yeah, kind of like learned more about myself. There's still some learning to do, but we're very in a good spot right now. And then eventually in the future, I'm going to be at my brightest spot, but then I can still do some growing, possibly with another person involved, which would make sense because it's like you can only do so much growing on your own after a while.
Yeah.
Like you'll need that other person to kind of come in and push you. Wow, guys, you witnessed this live. Here it is.
That one.
Here's my love.
Oh, I'm very much more content with that reading.
I really like that one. That one was really, really good. And honestly, like, I feel like that was pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and I am really liking the situation that I'm in right now. And I just need to, like, there's still some learning to do. So it's like, I need to just be content. Stick with the present. And the future will come as it will.
Because, like, that thing is, like, that whole, like, when you get to that point where, like, you are completely and 100%, like, content with yourself. And, like, at your best, you're thriving, you're doing what you want to do, then that's when someone else could also join and help you grow, because you're not going to lose your sense of self.
Right, because I already have it.
Exactly.
Ha ha ha.
Which is, like, that's always, like, the big issue is, like, losing yourself in a relationship.
Yeah,
but, like,
which I don't want to do.
Exactly. So, like, you're going to be at a point where, like, you have fully enlightened. Too big of a word. You've, like, fully had the realization of who you are, and then something else can be added to help it grow, not to overpower it.
Yeah.
Or snip it.
Or snip it.
Snip it. Oh, some little gardening shears.
Yay! Oh my god, that was actually a really good one. These both were really good. I like both of them. I think that was a lot less intense than the last ones.
Oh my god, that one was too heavy. Too fucking heavy.
The totem pole was a lot. I will give everyone a heed of caution if you want to do the totem pole. No, I mean, that one was really good, but
it's so interconnected.
Yeah.
And it's like having yourself, like, fully built up from, like, soil, roots, everything beyond that.
Yeah.
Of, like, your communication, love, everything within that. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I mean, 8-card spread. That shit's heavy.
That's heavy. Yeah, 3 is perfect.
3 is ideal.
You just need 3 little cards.
Yep.
Oh, wow, I loved it. Okay. Well, I mean, that's pretty much all that we have planned for today. Just some nice tarot reading for you guys. I hope you guys learned maybe some things, or maybe now you're really inspired to get your own reading done. I know a ton of people on TikTok, actually, if you, like, DM them, they'll give you a reading. So maybe, maybe if you think they're good enough for you, that would be cool. Or I know, you know, when COVID kind of stops, I think, because are they doing, like, live tarot readings now? Like, can you probably go and see someone?
I feel like it may be by appointment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I haven't really looked into it.
I don't know either. I know, because I just have my personal little reader, so.
And I just do my own tarot.
Yeah, it's like I don't need to pay anyone, but if you guys, maybe even you got inspired to buy your own tarot deck and figure it out. Because honestly, they give you little, like, booklets to kind of, like, understand all the cards. And, I mean, you can take your own interpretation. I think I like it definitely with having someone else do it for me. Because, one, I don't know all the little things. So I'm kind of like, heh. But also, I think when you have someone else do it, it just takes out all of the biases.
Yeah.
Because you know that I would have been like, ha ha ha, the person from my past. Like, I was like, this is happening. It's true.
I dwelled on them in the past. Currently, we're okay.
Right.
In the future,
they're going to show up. Yeah, it's like, no. And so I think that definitely helps me. If you know that about yourself, that you need to have someone else kind of come in and tell you what's really up, then I would definitely look for someone else to kind of give you a reading. But I hope this was a great episode for you guys. I would love to have Maddie on the podcast again. So leave a comment or review if you enjoyed her.
Please don't be mean.
Please don't be mean to her.
Don't come for me in my tarot methods.
Yeah, no shame or bad comments here. Thank you so much. But yeah, so that was today's episode, and I will see you guys all next week with a brand new episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.